Well, welcome everybody. How you all doing today?
I know, look at it. I want to sit and stare at her.
Y'all a little sleepy. You know, we got a Keurig in the back if you need some coffee. Melba the treasurer says to try it again. Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing out there? Okay, good. Good, good. You're right, Melba. They just needed the prompting. That's right. Well, we are the last Sunday in our series of the 12 spiritual powers. We're at the last two, love and life. You know, we started this, I wrote it down, July 30th, and now we're already in winter, apparently. I think that's probably why you're all a little sleepy, right, from this weather. So you know what, we're just going to jump right into love and life, everybody, but feel free to go back to our YouTube videos and watch all the other 12 power lessons that we did starting July 30th. So love and life. So love is, you know, a lot of times we think of love, the spiritual power of love, and love being love and romantic and relationships, right? But that's not what we're talking about. We're actually talking about love is attract, but it's attracting. What do we want to attract into our life? What do we want to harmonize with in our life? What are we unifying with in our life? Maybe we're harmonizing with an idea of health. Maybe we're harmonizing with the idea of a dream coming true, building a business or finding a new house or moving to your ideal location, whatever it is. But love is about attracting to us that which we would like to harmonize with. Again, it can be a thing, an idea, a person, but it's more than just romantic love. And then life, the spiritual power of life is our life energy. Our life energy is what makes it happen. Our life energy is what gives birth to our love of something, right? When we give birth, we're giving life to a human, but we give birth to things all the time, different ideas, different kindnesses. Yeah, so love and life. Love is magnetic. It's that magnet. Again, if we're attracting to us what we want to have in our life, what we want to harmonize, it's the magnet. What kind of magnet do I want to put out there to pull to me? And then that energy of life is what we harmonize with. So we're harmonizing with the love, and then life brings it, gives it that energy and vitalizes it. So when we use love to harmonize with life, then we're in balance. Then we're ready to transform and to grow in consciousness. So I talk about us being energetic beings often. And it's just that. We're energetic beings and we're putting those waves of energy out there. And so when we put the wave of love out there, it doesn't matter if it's a person, a situation, again, a goal, a dream, a cause. But that's the wave of love, of energy that we're putting forth. And we're saying and we're claiming in that moment, I want to harmonize with, unify with this idea or this person or this situation. And so I ask you, what do you love to do? What do you love to do? What hobbies or art or work, or again, maybe a cause that you're passionate about? What do you love to do? Because anything you love to do, then you have energy around it. And it's that love that you're connecting to, that you're unifying with that feeling. I love photography. Then I'm unifying with, harmonizing with that idea of photographs and photography. It can be that simple or it can be bigger, right? But whatever you're loving, you're harmonizing with that, and it's that feeling then that you give life to. Again, that life energy that's going to enliven you or that idea or that thing. So when there's something you love or love to do, then you're harmonizing with it. So what do you love to do to stay healthy? Because life is about our physical being as well as our spiritual being, our mental, emotional being. So what do you like to do to stay healthy? What do you love to do to stay healthy? Some of you are going to say, I don't love to do anything. No, not here at Unity. But maybe it's eat blueberries. Blueberries are very good for you. That's one way I love staying healthy, said the former dietitian. But maybe it's yoga or going for a hike or working out at the gym or your meditation time for your spiritual health. What do you love to do to stay healthy? And then the action, taking the action on that, buying the blueberries, going to yoga class, that's you giving life to your love, that which you want to be in relationship with. I want to be in relationship with good health. And so I use my life energy to get me to Sprouts and buy the organic blueberries. And then who do you love? Who do you love? And that can include pets too. Who do you love? Because who you love is you recognizing your oneness with, your unity with another person. That's why everyone who comes here says it's such a loving community, right? Because we're seeing the love, the divine within each other, aren't we? Who do I love? And that's me recognizing the oneness that we are, the unity literally that we are. So let's go on the other hand. So on the other hand, what don't you love? Because what you don't love, then you're not putting life energy into. Can you see that, right? If you don't love that, you're not going to place your life energy there. I was thinking about the laundry. Like I said, we can make it real simple or real complex, everyone. I was like, I do not like laundry. I got a big pile of laundry right now. So what do I need to do? I need to harmonize with the idea of what I really love, which is to have clean clothes and plenty of clothes to choose from that aren't all in the big pile of dirty laundry. So as soon as I start to harmonize with, go, oh yeah, I love clean clothes. I love lots of choices. Now I can put my life energy into, put some vitality into doing the laundry, and then I have clean clothes. And I get to celebrate. Yay, clean clothes. In what area do you need more health and wholeness? Now, you're already whole. We spoke about that a couple months ago. You're already whole. But what do you need to remember your wholeness? What do you need to help support your health? Again, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And then we place more life-affirming actions based on what you love to do or how you lovingly show up as health and wholeness. I know I've probably told this story before. When I was a dietitian, people would come in and we'd have to set an exercise goal for them. And a lot of times what worked best, most of the time what worked best, was when I said, well, what did you used to do when you were a child? Because that's what you're going to love to do now. I remember one man who said, oh, I used to love riding my bike. I'd go out, I'd ride my bike till dark, till mom was calling me inside for dinner. Me and my friends, we just ride and ride and ride. And I said, great, do you have a bike? And he said, it's up in the garage somewhere. So he got it down and he pumped up the tires and he came back the next week and he said, I went riding 3 times and I loved it. What do you love to do? And then you put the life into it to make it happen. And then here's a tough one. Who are you, or who is your heart at war with? I know you're all going to say, Stacy, we're in Unity. We're not at war with anyone. But if there's someone in your life that you're not speaking with, that when you think of them, you go, ugh, that you're trying to avoid. We're also beginning on an election cycle. There may be another group or people that our heart is starting to feel like it's not loving with. This is called doing the real work, everybody. The Anatomy of Peace. We read that book a year or two ago. When your heart is at war, and it's about remembering that they too have that divine life spark within them. It's remembering that they too are an extension of loving presence. They may not be expressing it. They may have most definitely forgotten it. But you can hold the truth that they are an extension of loving presence. Now, don't hear that as saying, because I know sometimes there's been histories of abuse. So I don't want you to hear that as jump in the cage with the snake. But what I do want you to hear is you can look at the snake in the cage, have the healthy boundary, and claim from your safe space with a full heart, you too are an expression of the divine. And I'm going to keep knowing that you will remember. And if you can't remember, I will remember for you that you are an extension of loving presence. That's when that spiritual power of love becomes even more challenging to implement. But here it is, folks. Anything we love, we synchronize with. And then we give life to it. Then we're enlivened by it. So love often comes first because first we have to unify with that idea of what we want to give birth to. Maybe it's an idea or a garden or jewelry making or a song or a business or even a friendship. So first you unify with that idea and then you give life to it. So just so we're clear, here's the first slide on love. Spiritual power of love, to harmonize and unify with all things, magnetism. And here's what it asks. What are you attracting into your life? It could be a thought, it could be an action, it could be a group of people or group think. But what are you attracting into your life? The color is pink, location in the body is heart, and the disciple, of course, is John. And so on the next slide from our Rise into Your Power cards, which I think we still have maybe 1 or 2 packs back there if you want to buy them, is these great affirmations. Let me read it first here. Through love, I bring myself into harmony with everything in my life. You want to say that with me? Through love, I bring myself into harmony with everything in my life. And it could be just a simple question of asking, how can I bring more love to this situation? When I'm in conflict with another, when something is arising that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel like love, then we ask ourselves, how can I bring more love to the situation? And we can also ask, how can I love myself more? Because oftentimes when we're in disconnect with someone or something else, it's because we're with disconnect with ourselves. How can I bring more love to myself? Because from myself being filled with love, I can now express that. Yeah. If we're out of sorts with others, it's usually that we need more loving kindness and compassion towards ourselves. And so then once we identify what we want to be in harmony with, then we give it life. Life allows us to express spirit, to express God, to be the expression of that one power and presence on earth. So we create that which we can imagine. That's where the power of imagination is also wrapped up in here. So it's that idea of that we love something or someone, and then we begin to imagine it and what that looks like, and then we give life to it. We birth it into our world. So here's life on the next slide. Life, to be animated, full of vitality, to energize and enliven, to be whole, to express spirit, to create, to be present. The color is red. The location is the lower abdomen, the reproductive area, and the disciple is Judas. Isn't that interesting? We'll talk about Judas at Easter time, but of course, Judas betraying Jesus and taking his life. And so again, the question becomes, when do I betray myself? When do I betray my own divinity? When do I forget my true Christ nature? That is when I need to bring some life and love back to the situation. So on the next slide, here's some great affirmations. Life is the inner power that pushes me to do and be more. Will you say that with me? Life is the inner power that pushes me to do and be more. And the next one is life's beauty and energy expressed through me. I am growing each day. Together? Life's beauty and energy expressed through me. I am growing each day, because what doesn't grow dies, right? Life is about growth. Life is about change, and life is about growth. So when beauty and energy of life is flowing through us, it probably means there's change happening. Yay! And we can also just simply ask, what are some ways I can nurture my health in every area of my life? Again, not just my physical health, that's important, but also how can I nurture my mental health, my emotional health, my spiritual health? And even how can I nurture my wholeness? Because again, you're already whole. But sometimes when our back hurts or the lab report comes back a certain way, we forget our wholeness. And so how can I nurture my wholeness even with the backache? Yeah, that's what this calls us to do and be, to step into. Let me claim that life is moving in and through me and pushing me forward to do and be more. That I'm standing in my truth of vitality and wholeness. That I am whole even if other things are appearing on the outside. And so I was thinking about, all of a sudden came to mind, so many people in this room, in our own church membership, of people who've really put these spiritual abilities of love and life together. So first person, of course, was Reverend Sherry Hersey, because she loves music. And doesn't she bring it to life? Yeah, she animates it. We see it up here. We see her love, and then we see her just express life itself through music. That's love and life coming together. I was thinking of Jane Brown. Yeah, I know, Jane. Wave your little hand there. Jane Brown. You know, every email I get from Jane, she says, I love our church. I love our church community. And then she shows that when she is so kind with heading up our hospitality committee and our fundraisers that we have. Do you see how she throws her love into the life of this church and nurturing all of us with goodies? I was singing Grace Hollow. I know she's with her sister today. And she loves painting. In fact, her little side business is painting with Grace. And so she brings the world to life through her love of painting. And in fact, painted our 12 Power artwork here on the wall. I was thinking of Christine Warren. Where'd you go, Christine? I just saw, oh, I know. Wave your little hand. I'm pointing you all out today. Okay, Christine loves quilting, we discovered. And she shared her beautiful quilts with us for the art night. She also loves baking, which brings vitality and life to all of us when she shares her cookies. And today she was so sweet to share her love of this community, and she brought this beautiful flower arrangement too. I know. Oh, she brought life right here into the church from her love. Susan Hart, I know she's visiting family in Michigan, but she loves music, of course, because she grew up with a dad who literally wrote music for Walt Disney. But it's that love of music that she brings to life with her cello and plays at the local orchestra, right? I was thinking of our son Graham and my husband Juan, who love movies. And so they created a podcast together, Cinema Chat with my dad, because they love talking movies. So they took that love and they created something from it. They put life into it. See, because whatever you love, the calling is within you to bring it to life. Whatever you love, the calling is within you to bring it to life. Would you love better health? Then you harmonize with the idea of health. You harmonize with the idea of peace of mind, of strength, of wholeness. And then you bring it to life. The bringing it to life part is our fifth unity principle too, right? We don't just know, okay, we sit around and this is great knowledge and I gain all the knowledge. The fifth unity principle is now I take action. I move life through what I know, my knowledge. Is there a vacation you want to go on? A vacation that you would love to go on? You bring it to life. You place energy around it. You make the plans. You become the outworking of spirit. You become spirit on earth, and you give birth to this divine idea of here's where I want to go and travel. See, love wants to love. Love wants to express itself. So no wonder we're being called to bring into manifestation, to bring to life those things and ideas and relationships that we love and appreciate. Because love wants to express more love. So as we conclude our 6-week series on the 12 powers, how do we bring all 12 together? I talked a couple weeks ago a little bit about some examples, but I thought, when we look at each one, it's about looking at what areas in my life, maybe am I in balance with this spiritual power ability? Which ones am I underusing? Which ones am I overusing? Or maybe is there an area in my life that I'm out of balance, or I could use a small change or adjustment? Maybe I need a little bit more of mastery or wisdom or love, faith. Maybe there's a particular event or situation in your life or even in your day. Maybe you're going into your day with a meeting or a phone call. Which one of these spiritual attributes that are within me can I call forth and really empower and step into? Maybe I even wear that color that day as a visual reminder to myself. What spiritual power or powers can I call forth and focus on and activate in me? So maybe you want to build a business, and then you realize, I'm tired, I'm unorganized, I'm lacking the belief that it can even happen. So then you say, okay, I'm tired. Okay, tired. The opposite of that means I need more life. Red, right? I need more life. How can I get more energy? Maybe I need to sleep. I'm not getting enough sleep. I need to sleep more. Okay, tired. Okay, that's also zeal, enthusiasm. How can I motivate myself and create more joy around this business I want to build? Well, maybe I place a vision board or pictures or photos or words that I can see that will help keep me enthusiastic and inspired. Okay, I'm unorganized. Okay, I need to pull forth some strength because it's that strength that helps me persevere in the dream, and then also order that helps get me back into order. And maybe I need to put some order into my files or into my day. If I have a lack of belief in this, okay, I need to pull forth some more faith. Let me return to the intuition that said, here is your dream. Here is the work for you to do. Maybe I need to go back to trusting that intuition that got me started in the first place. And then using imagination, that power of imagination, to continue to visualize what it is you're striving towards. And then, of course, the spiritual power of will, which is our willpower, which moves all of the other spiritual powers or abilities forward. So I created for you, because remember, I started out as a licensed unity teacher, so teaching is like my thing. I think the youth is that like it's fire. I don't know. There's no college students here, right? Hey, Layla, what would you call that? I don't.
It's your jam.
It's my jam. I think that might be outdated too, though, Tom. I don't know. So I heard something in the back. Okay, well, I've got a worksheet here for you, and it's fire. So it's my 12 spiritual powers worksheet, how to put them into action. So when you leave today, Donna, I believe, and Swan, they'll hand you one of these. And you're going to see, so on the next slide, here's just the top part of it. I left an area for you so you can look at, oh, next slide. There we go. An area in my life I'd like to focus on. So you can put something there, write something in there. What are you focusing on? And then you're going to go down through the list. I only could get the top 3 here. You're going to go down through all 12. Okay, faith. I use my intuition. I believe in what I cannot see. Okay, how am I going to apply that to this situation? Strength. I persist. I'm resilient. I'm strong in body, mind, and spirit. How am I going to apply that to this situation? Wisdom. I can discern, evaluate, apply what I know. How am I going to apply it to this situation? You can go down through each one and look at how can each spiritual ability help support me toward my goal. And then remembering that all of 12 of these spiritual attributes you already have within you. They make up your divine nature. These 12 spiritual powers or attributes are the divine being that you are. You naturally have and are all of these. So it's all about how can you best incorporate them into your life? What moments, what situations can you really lock into that spiritual power that you may be needing in that moment or for that goal? So let's affirm for this next slide. And it's on the bottom of this worksheet too. See, here we are as little superheroes. Let me say it first. I am divine. I am a divine expression of the one power, one presence of the universe. Will you say that with zeal with me, everybody? Here we go. I am a divine being. Oh, sorry, mine says being. Take 2. I am divine. I am a divine expression of the one power and one presence of the universe. You know what? Now we're going to say I'm a divine being. Ready? I'm a divine being. Yes, you are. And so you can go down through the whole list and say, I am. See, I even gave you prompts here. I am faith. I am zeal. I am releasing. I am life. You could even say, I am faith-filled. I am strong of mind, body, spirit. I am wise. Do you see how you can create affirmations for all of these in different ways? Or I am imagination expressing as Stacy. So you can really use these to remind yourself of who you truly are. You are the divine expressing as you. So go out and live your best life as you embrace all of your 12 spiritual attributes, everyone. Blessings.